Hey, what's up, guys? So today I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about mental health, right? And how it pertains to your everyday life and how important it is. So, no matter who you are, how strong you are, soldier, Marine, Navy, Coast Guardsman, Air Force, Space Force, anything like that, police officer, firefighter, teacher, convenience store clerk, like whatever, right? You can find yourself dealing with a mental health crisis. So, kind of to start with a personal example, just to put everyone at ease, a couple days ago, I found myself dealing with some pretty difficult stuff that I had to work my way through. And the better part of strength sometimes is knowing when you need to say uncle, if that makes sense. You know how the schoolyard bully, excuse me, would get hold of you and twist your arm until you said uncle or whatever. Sometimes you have to know when enough is enough. And as any sort of whatever profession you're in, you may find yourself in that kind of crisis mode per se, where it's like, hey, I gotta call the boss. Like, I am not right today. I need to get some help. So, most leaders of any sort, whether you're a civilian, military, anything like that, if you're like, hey, boss, like, I need to take a mental health day today, they'll be okay with you taking whatever you need to, like putting it in as any sort of leave or whatever. I'm going to use that as the example because that's what I'm most familiar with. Or maybe just give you the day off and be like, hey, don't worry, we got you. And leaders, like, you need to know that if your employee that you normally don't have any issue with is saying, like, hey, boss, I'm going through some stuff, I need to take a knee and kind of get something worked out, you need to be able to and be willing to go down the path with that and give them the freedom they need to help themselves. Because within the military, a lot of us are raised to, at least in the generation when I was in the military, it was at the tail end of the old army. You were kind of taught to just suck it up and drive on. Oh, there's a difference between discomfort and pain. Like, what are you feeling right now? Do you really need to go to sick call? And that kind of antiquated mentality has led to a lot of soldier suicides over the past years. Soldiers feeling like they're alone, like there's no hope, anything like that. So I'm here to tell you guys today that sometimes the better part of strength is knowing, like, hey, I'm not right, I need to not come to work. And if you're a firefighter, EMT, anyone, any sort of first responder or anything, right? Like, you need to know if you are able to go out and serve your community and do your best that day, or if you need to, hey, like, I'm a police officer. If I'm having an off day, then that means my judgment might be a little bit impaired, which means, hey, I need to recognize that maybe not going to work today is a good idea. So, take the time for yourself, love yourself. I'm not here to preach advice to you or anything. Sometimes I journal stuff just to get it out of my head, but you can find the approach that works for you. But at the end of the day, if you don't take the time for yourself, no one's going to make the time for you. Nobody knows what you're going through unless you raise your hand and you're like, hey man, I'm going through it. I got to get some stuff sorted out. Can you take me off the board today? I'm going to be out sick or whatever. There's all sorts of online resources. There's suicide helplines you can call if you're feeling yourself in the grip of those jaws of doom. There's always help. All you need to do is be able to pick up the phone and they will talk you through it. Pick up a friend, call your grandma, call a hotline. Someone will always be there to listen to you and help you, okay? Now, I'm not saying any of this because I lost anyone recently or anything. I have lost a few people that I've served with due to suicide over the years. But by and large, just look out for your mental health. One of the channels I watch, C.W. Lemoyne, he's an author and retired fighter pilot for the Air Force. Him and Gonky and I can't remember the other guy's call sign at the moment. they have a mental health minute at the end of their webcast every week, or whatever the proper term now is, right? You know what I'm talking about. And they talk about mental health situations they've been through, resources they've found, stuff like that. So bottom line is, if you need help, especially as you're going through the military, I know probably a lot of my subscribers are military, maybe not, I don't know. Take the time for you, invest in yourself, and make sure you are squared away before you put on that duty weapon, before you put on your bunker gear and may need to go charging headlong into a building to go rescue people. Take that time before you end up on the aid car to analyze yourself and be like, you know what, am I fit for duty today, or do I need to work some stuff out? Anyways, just something that's been on my mind, guys. Thanks for watching, and thanks for taking a knee for your mental health. Feel free to share this, whatever you need to do. If you know someone who's going through some stuff and they're just too stubborn to break, crack, whatever, share this with them. If you found it useful, share it. You have my permission to distribute this no matter how you want. As the original owner of this video, do what you need to do. You may save a life. Anyways, take care, guys. Thanks for watching.